Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome back to Sons of Liberty 1773. I'm your host, Bill Bailey, who will be channeling the patriotism of America's founding fathers. Today is January 12th, 2024, year of our Lord. We are being led to slaughter by an illegitimate demonic regime that is the most corrupt American government ever. The Biden administration has caused the Russian-Ukraine war, war in Gaza, and now attacked Yemen. It appears he and his minions want a war with Iran before the election. The Middle East is a powder keg that could explode any minute. America has never been in a weaker or in a more dangerous position as we sit on the edge of war with China in the South China Sea, a formidable enemy, over Taiwan. Biden has donated our weapon stockpiles to Ukraine, Israel, and is now using million-dollar missiles to shoot down cheap, inexpensive drones. He has not only depleted our military stockpile, but he's drained our strategic oil reserve. America is not prepared to fight a multi-front war with diminished weapons caches and woke military leaders. Yet Biden continues to fan the flames of World War III while uniting America's enemies. And he's doing all this while damaging our republic, destroying it from within. So folks, I'm watching on Telegram, I'm reading posts and stuff. Says America is getting ready to attack Yemen. Then later, jets are in the air. Then they broke the sound barrier. They're heading toward Yemen. And I'm thinking, whatever they're going to attack, everybody knows, you're going to Yemen. So normally we don't learn about strikes on our enemies until after they happen because you don't want to give them a heads up. But apparently with this administration, none of that seems to matter. So this article headline over at the Gateway Pundit, did Secretary of State Blinken tip off Yemen to U.S. bombings? Somebody did because everybody knew. So I'm not sure what we bombed, but I'm pretty sure whatever military equipment or key people, they got the hell out of there. I got to tell you, Biden has did a hell of a job uniting America's enemies, and now he's doing so in the Middle East with countries in the Middle East that don't much like each other, but Biden has gave them a common enemy, America. And just look at these massive protests that have formed since these bombings. This headline at the Gateway Pundit, U.S. and U.K. strike dozens of Houthi military targets in Yemen. The U.S. and U.K. carry out airstrikes against Houthis in Yemen. So when you hit somebody, what do they want to do? They want to hit you back, right? U.S. intelligence officials warn, this is at the Daily Mail, U.S. intelligence officials warn of rising risk of Hezbollah attacking inside America along with targeting Americans abroad. The warning comes as Israel and the Lebanese groups have been exchanging cross-border firing following Hamas October 7 attacks. The officials claim that it's likely Hezbollah would target American military and diplomatic personnel working in the Middle East first. However, they do believe there's a potential for an attack in the United States soil as the conflict escalates. No shit. Biden has let millions flood into this country. A lot of fighting age men. They are here, folks. I don't know if you watched that video the other day I shared, where a guy had illegal, had made his way into California and was being interviewed. And actually he was a good guy. Likes Trump, by the way. But he was asked, do you think there's terrorists here in the United States? He said, definitely. And he said, he goes, they'll get the guns, the C4, and they will kill you. So thanks, Joe Biden. Great job. GOP congressman warns of Hamas-like situation at southern border because of people we've let into this country. U.S. Rep. Bob Good, Republican Virginia, sounded the alarm about an almost certain Hamas-like situation at the southern border with Mexico because of dangerous people who've been let into this country under the Biden administration. Donald Trump weighed in on the attack on Yemen. So let me get this straight. We're dropping bombs all over the Middle East, again, where I defeated ISIS, and our Secretary of Defense, who just went missing for 5 days, is running the war from his laptop in a hospital room. Remember, this is the same gang that surrendered in Afghanistan, where no one was held accountable or fired. It's the most embarrassing moment in the history of the United States. Now we have wars in Ukraine, Israel, and Yemen, but no war on our southern border. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Crooked Joe Biden is the worst president in the history of the United States. I think I just said that a little bit ago. Nikki Haley, Lindsey Graham, some of the other warmongers, they're just all giddy about getting into war with Iran. We are not in a position to be going to war with Iran, let alone China or Russia, but that's where this regime is leading us. They are hell-bent on World War III. And on the economic front here, this administration is trying to gaslight us that inflation is down, the economy's never been better. I don't know what they're smoking. I mean, they live in this utopian bubble where, Biden's a serial liar. He just lies through his teeth. But anybody in the real world knows things are not good. We are spending, folks, $2 trillion more than we take in. And here you go. U.S. deficit tops $500 billion in the first quarter of fiscal year. We've reached the law of large numbers now, folks. We're beyond the tipping point. EJ and Tony posted this on X. Look at your pay stub for December and see how much you paid in income taxes that month. 67% of that tax money you paid in went to just pay the interest on the national debt. Not roads, not the military, not cancer research, just interest. 67% of the money you paid to the federal government in December. Unbelievable, folks. This nation needs some tough love, and we need it quick, or this economy is going to crash, and the dollar's going to be destroyed, and everybody in this country is going to be wiped out economically. It's going to be an absolute disaster. This is unsustainable. It's been unsustainable for a long effing time. And Speaker Johnson, somebody just needs to make the motion to vacate and get rid of him. He is a weak person. He's a limp noodle. He's not a fighter. We need brawlers right now. And this guy just lays down and takes it. He's made a deal with the Democrats, going to give him a continuing resolution. Then he's going to give him a deal where he barely cuts any money. We're spending, folks, they make this real simple for you. We're spending $2 trillion more than we take in. This is the COVID level spending. This when it was out of control before, but then when COVID came in, they put the spending to a whole new level because, couldn't let the country fail. But they've never took the money away. You give these people extra money to spend and they just keep spending it. So we're spending $2 trillion more than we take in. And, he's talking about, well, we can get a deal where we're going to cut 65 billion, 100 billion. We need to cut trillions, 2 trillion to be exact. And that's not even paying the debt down. That's just not printing any more money. So when they're talking about cutting 50, 60, 100 billion, that's a non-starter. That's not going to stop the financial disaster that's coming our way. And they all know it. And Johnson's a disappointment. And we don't have time to play games to try to whip him into shape. He had his chance. Bye-bye. Everybody that loves America, that loves this country, and has seen the never-ending damage from this regime has had it. Everybody's up to here with this crap, including Bill O'Reilly. Listen to him.
These other progressive things, we got to stop this now. I'm telling you, I don't have any progressive friends anymore. They're gone because I can't stomach them. Criminals running wild, murdering people, because progressive DAs funded by George Soros don't want to punish the violent criminals? That's what you're giving me? You support that? Get out of my house. Out. I've had it. Biden is not going to get any better. And the Democratic Party has to get destroyed next November. I don't care whether you like Trump or not. Trump governed this nation in a responsible way where everybody prospered. And if you don't believe that, you're a moron. Every single thing, every single indicator was on positive territory. All the working people, no matter what color they were making more money and there were more jobs. We didn't have inflation. We didn't have supply problems. We didn't have any of it. Now we got all of it, in addition to an open border.
So tomorrow is the big election in Taiwan. Okay, China has their puppet in there. They're trying to get their person elected so they can just take over the country from within. But the Taiwanese leader, who's, Taiwan first instead of America first, it's Taiwan first. They don't want to be part of the communist China. It looks like they're going to win. And China's already threatening. China's military ready to smash any Taiwan independence plot. China claims Taiwan as part of its territory and has never renounced the use of force to reunify with the democratically governed island. It's getting real, folks. One thing for sure, 2024 is going to be a year of chaos. It looks like there's an event that's going to happen in America. We're being warned. All these unsavory military-age men have invaded our country, millions of them, 75% of which, of these millions, they have no idea who the hell they are or where the hell they are in this country. Then you have, Obama's movie that come out, Leave the World Behind, the trailer for Civil War, Catherine Herridge, I'm worried about a Black Swan event. They're telegraphing, folks, what's going to happen. And listen to this. Somebody just shared this on my Telegram page. Listen to what this guy's saying. I don't know that this is true, but it kind of sounds like it is.
Anyway, so this is what's going on in Google. I have friends in tech, like very high up in tech, that are monitoring the situation. He said, whoa, all right. He says, I got this email, Ides of March are on, they are prepping now. Dear advertiser, in February 2024, Google will update the inappropriate content policy to clarify the definition of sensitive events. A sensitive event is an unforeseen event or development that creates significant risk to Google's ability to provide high quality, relevant information and ground truth and reduce insensitive or exploitative content and prominent and monetized features. During a sensitive event, we may take a variety of actions to address these risks. Examples of sensitive events include significant social, cultural, or political impacts, such as civil emergencies, natural disasters, public health emergencies, terrorism, and related activities, conflict, or mass acts of violence. Examples of what's prohibited: products or services that exploit, dismiss, or condone the sensitive event, including price gouging or artificially inflating prices that prohibits, restricts access to vital supplies, sales of products, blah, blah. Okay. So my buddy's like, it's on. They're prepping. They're ready to do it. And I said, what does that mean? He said, Google is changing their terms of service to get ready for a major event, controlling the way advertisers and publishers are allowed to talk about it in very specific ways. Hints as to what the event is are in the text. They mention inflation, price gouging, mass violence, victim blaming, and a bunch of stuff. Just read the text of it. So they will be able to turn off and shut down anyone using Google Ads, publishers, content creators, advertisers that don't toe the line in the next unforeseen event. They call it a sensitive event. This would include all advertising on Google Search, AdSense, YouTube. They say that they are about to make these changes to the TOS, but when you go to the website to see the new TOS, they aren't updated yet. They're getting prepped. I'm sure they have lawyers working on this, internal training going on, putting special moderators in place. Okay. So what I predict, which I'm never totally right on, but I usually rhyme, like I'm usually within the ballpark, is some form of banking collapse that will be controlled. Like, don't be afraid of any of this shit, guys, at all. So no access to money in a bank for maybe a week. They don't want to go too long because they don't want to actually lose the system. They want you guys to stay alive and functional. They just want you really afraid. And then the solution will be central bank digital currency sent directly to your phone and universal basic income. But you'll still, you know, and to bring that about, they may have to do an event.
I do believe a major event is coming. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm pretty convinced it's going to be really, really bad. And I don't know that I agree with this guy that it's about digital currency. Certainly, if they collapse the economy when it does collapse, they're going to push that ahead. I think they plan to phase it in as it looks now, but they would jump right to it if that happened. But I don't think that's the driving force. I think the driving force is this criminal regime is gasping for its last breath. They're desperate, and they're going to do anything to save and stay in power. They're going to do anything to keep their power. They will burn this country to the ground, and they will burn this country to the ground and start World War III. They don't care. They've got everything to lose. By the way, does everybody know where antibiotics come from? China. Okay. When we go to war with China in the South China Sea, because that's where we're heading, you think you're going to be able to go to the store and get antibiotics? The minute there's an embargo and we get into it with China, the medications are going to dry up, folks. The time to stock up on crucial medications like antibiotics is now, my friends. Do you and your family a great service and go to Jace Medical and get the Jace case antibiotics. You can get ivermectin there. You can stock up on all your medical needs because when things get real with China, finding antibiotics is not going to be an easy thing. We have a Jace case. I will be buying more from them for our medical preps, but you should be stockpiling everything right now. You can get the base kit from Jace Medical for $269.95, and then you can go up from there. You can piecemeal kits together, but use discount code, capital letters, SOL1773, SOL1773 at Jace Medical, and you'll save $10. I do have an affiliate link for Jace Medical. It's in the description of every one of my videos, but I would be stocking up on stuff if you can afford it. I mean, I get it. Some people can't, and it just is what it is. But if you can afford to do this stuff, you should be doing it, period. I believe Biden's stunt there in Yemen is going to escalate war through the entire Middle East. It is going to light up, folks. And we're going to be in we're going to be in World War III. We're already in it. All right. He's already lit the flames of World War III by meddling in Ukraine. His weakness. Okay. Something, in the little montage there, rant by Bill O'Reilly. The one thing he didn't mention, we had, 4 years of peace and stability under President Trump. There were no wars, right? Because peace through strength. Same policy Reagan had. You carry a big stick and hopefully you don't have to use it. But Biden, it's wars through weakness. He is a weak person. Nobody in the world fears Biden, okay? Nobody. And that makes the world a dangerous place, as we can see. So they've created the war with Russia and Ukraine, which is going to grow. Made the Middle East unstable, right? Pulled out of Afghanistan and left our enemies $80-90 billion of state-of-the-art war equipment. I mean, that alone is treason. He should be removed, aiding and abetting your enemies. But nobody's scared of him. And so I think, you know, stuff's coming our way, okay? And I just would be prepared. I'd be prepping, stocking up on everything you can stock up on. Water filtration. Said many times, if you're on a budget, not that everybody wants to eat dried bean, buying dried beans and rice because it's inexpensive. You can go spend $200-300 on rice and beans get a water filtration system, and you're going to survive. Okay, you're going to live. That's kind of the minimum. And if that's what you got to do, if that's all you can afford, you best be doing it. And then stock, build from that. Stock up on all your canned goods, all your staples. When you can afford to, because the stuff's expensive, stock up on freeze-dried products like My Patriot Supply, and I have an affiliate link for them too that's in the description. Renee and I just bit the bullet and bought a Harvest Right freeze dryer. I love the thing. Matter of fact, I called the company and said, hey, I'd like to recommend your freeze dryers. And I have an affiliate link with them too, just so you know. And these affiliate links, I don't make a lot from this stuff, folks, but it helps pay the bills. You'll pay the same price whether you use my affiliate link or don't. But if you go in the description and use the affiliate links, it will kick this channel back some money. That's up to you. I don't care what you do. Just do it. Start stocking up on stuff because we's in for a rocky road. The storm is coming and the clouds have gathered, and you got to prepare, folks. Thomas Paine said, we have it in our power to begin the world over again. We, the people, when we unite, we can do anything. So keep the faith. As always, keep praying and keep prepping. If you're new to this channel and can relate with the content, please subscribe, become a member of our community. Give the videos a thumbs up. That helps push out the videos to a larger audience. Please comment down below, as I love reading your comments. May God continue to bless this great nation. May the good Lord keep you and yours safe. Until next time, Sons of Liberty out. See you guys.